What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, whoa, we haven't come back to him in a while, actually. We're coming back to Chris Cornell. Yes, indeed. Chris Cornell Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Liddell C. and MAT, and this is actually MAT's prioritized request for the month of March for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, MAT. Hope you enjoy the show, and you as well, Liddell. They all want to see me react to this. It is Chris Cornell with a tune called When I'm Down. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Chris Cornell, okay? And the video has 1.2 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Chris Cornell, When I'm Down. Troubadour. Ah, the Troubadour. Yes, the illustrious Troubadour. January 29th, 2010. So this is before the remodel, I think it was. The remodel was 2012, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Now, this next song actually was written to be performed this way, and it was never done because, like, once I started recording it, it seemed a little weird. Soundgarden had just ended. It was the first solo thing I did. It was like, okay, I'm just singing a song to a piano, so we didn't really do it that way. But this is the way that it was supposed to be done.
Rock it out, Daddy! Come on!
What say you now? The door is opening. Now you're loud in my usual way. I save my breath, knowing what you're wanting me to say. I only love you when I'm down. You say that midnight opens its arms to me, leaving you alone. Then I'll fly so far away until the light blurs my vision. I have nowhere to roam. I only love you when I'm down.
Okay, freeze. Let's back up a little bit. Is it me? Or is this just the absolute wrong venue for this song? You know, the Troubadour, you know, known worldwide as one of the biggest clubs on the LA scene, you know, when it comes to rock music and rock bands. This needs to be in like a blues bar, you know, dimly lit, blue and, you know, white hue lighting, really dim, smoke filled, and him up on the stage with the piano player, and just a different atmosphere, a different clientele, because this song is just so smooth. It is very smooth, very bluesy, very soulful. Man, I could totally see this in that kind of an environment. Absolutely. Very well delivered. Not at all what I was expecting. And I'm seeing a little bit of a different side of him with this song. With this, not just with the song, but with the performance of the song. I have no idea what the original song sounds like the original recording. He was saying that this is how he's doing it now is how it was meant to be, how it should have been. So what did the original recording sound like? Was it guitar? Was it a full-blown rock band? I mean, was it an accordion? I mean, you tell me what it was originally, and I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter what it was. It doesn't matter if it was him in a banjo. It doesn't matter if it was him in bagpipes. It don't matter. This, with the piano, mwah, that's what it needs to be. Anything else? Nope. Not going to accept it. This has got the soul. It's got the blues. It's got the feels, that relaxed feel to it. That expressiveness in a very subtle and relaxed way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Yes! Jesus H. Goddamn Christ!
This is nice. This is nice. I like it. I like where this is going. Let's see where this goes.
When I'm down, and I only love you when I'm down, and I'm only near you when I'm gone. But one thing for you to keep in mind, you know I'm down all the time, all the Well, I know you're reaching out, and you need to feel my hand. You want me understood. Yeah, well, I understand.
Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down.
I know you hold
I really hope he brings it down.
precious little
There we go.
hope for me. And in your
Oh, come on, bring it down, buddy.
I'm always drowning in my grief, 'cause I only love you when I'm down. Oh, and I'm only near you when I'm gone. But one thing for you
I can't imagine that being done any other way.
Thank you, Dennis.
I seriously cannot imagine this song being done any other way than just vocals and piano. I just can't. I can't picture it. I can't imagine it. Well, I can imagine it. Oh, sure, I can imagine it, and it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound anywhere near as good as that did. Stripped down to its bare bones. Ooh, good stuff. All right, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Chris Cornell with When I'm Down. This was a request from Liddell C. and M.At. And this was actually M.At's prioritized request for the month of March for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, M.At. I hope you enjoyed the show, and you as well, Liddell. Okay, before I get to my score, I just got to take care of some business here. I got to tell everybody what's going on with the channel and the new scoring system. So if you've heard this spiel before, I'm doing this on every single video for the entire month of March. If you've already heard this spiel, fast forward about 5 minutes, you'll be right about where you need to be. Okay, first order of business. We are going back to the old scoring system. I have absolutely no problem with this. I'm perfectly fine with it. You guys voted on the poll I put up, and you made it clear to me that you wanted me to go back to the old scoring system. No problem. I'm totally fine with it. I did say, however, during my live stream that if we do go back to the old scoring system, gonna have to make a change. A couple of changes, actually. And the reason for that is this. The main reason that people were opposed to going to a star scoring system was they were afraid that there was going to be an oversaturation of 4 stars given out, you know, to all these different bands with all these different songs and all of them getting 4 stars. It was going to be way too many 4 stars given out. I agree with them. I think that could have been definitely been a potential problem without question. That was definitely an issue, and I see where their concern is. Here's the thing, though. That was already happening with the old scoring system. If you look at the scores I've given out from the beginning of the channel to now, about 2/3 of the scores fell into the range of 7.4 to 8.6. I think that's pretty fair, okay? Now, here's the thing. If you go on a scoring system based on 5-star rating, every different rating would account for 20%. So there'd be 20%. For a 4-star rating, that would account for 20% of the scoring grade, right? Of the scores available. But here's the thing, and I know people are doing the math in the head right now. Well, 7.4 to 8.6, that's 13 different scores. You're absolutely right. It is 13 different scores out of a possible 100. Okay, so we're literally talking about a 13% margin. That's a smaller margin than we would have gotten with a star rating. It's even more compressed. It's even more saturated. So we already had that problem happening with the old scoring system. So to get rid of that problem and address everybody's concern, they don't want oversaturation, no problem. I agree with you, and I've already figured out how we're gonna stop that from happening. The solution is this. I gotta get tougher, I gotta get harder, I gotta make it more difficult to get those higher rating scores. And one of the ways we're gonna do that is we're gonna focus on making 5 the medium ground, where it should have been all along. 5 is the medium, 5 is the average. So every song, when we do a reaction on the channel, every single song, every single video, every single thing I react to is gonna start at 5.0. And it can move up, it can move down. It really depends on how good or bad the song is. How high it goes up or how low it goes down depends on the quality of the song and the performance. So we're gonna make 5 the median ground. So if you get a 5, that's average. Don't worry about it. You're still fine, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, oh, and I'm gonna make it tougher to get up too, by the way. It's gonna be a lot easier to go down than it is gonna be to go up. Getting a 7 is going to be tough now. Getting a 7 is going to be pretty hard. Getting an 8 is going to be even tougher. And getting a 9 is going to be, honestly, getting a 9 is going to be pretty much impossible. I mean, if you get a 9 now, oh, boy, did you ever earn it. It's going to be tough. So that's number one. Item number two on the list of things to talk about. During the live stream, I had a number of people suggest this, and guys, it is a brilliant suggestion. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I'm not all knowing and all seeing. You know, I don't see everything, and sometimes I need some help seeing the bigger picture. And you know, the guys in the live stream definitely helped me see the light on this. They suggested that along with the numeric score, give some other types of scores that will correlate with that numeric score to make it more accessible to everybody. And I was like, why didn't I think of that? That's brilliant. Man, I should have thought of that. But you know what? I'm glad I did the live stream. You guys really helped me out with that. So I'm going to be giving the same exact score 4 different ways. I'm going to be giving the numeric score, the old school system numeric score. I'm going to be giving a scale rating. So there's going to be, you know, the greats and the really goods and the pretty goods and the okay. I'm going to give that as well. I'm also going to keep the 5-star rating. I think it's a good system and it's pretty easy to understand. And finally, I'm going to be giving a letter grade for those people who just can't seem to get their mind set out of the elementary school level. So, numeric score, scale rating, star rating, and letter grade. Now, if you can't take at least one of those 4, seriously, if you cannot take at least one of those 4 and internalize it and interpret it and understand it, then I'm sorry, folks, I can't help you. I'm sorry. I just cannot help you as much as I would love to. My suggestion, in all honesty, you might want to think about going and finding another channel to watch, because I have a feeling this is not going to be the channel for you, and it's just going to lead to a lot of frustration on your part, which will lead to frustration on my part, and I don't want to deal with it. So you might want to think about finding another channel. Seriously, okay? No harm, no foul, just you might want to think about finding another channel. Having said all of that, on a scale of 1 to 10, and yes, I'm saying 1 to 10. I know it's 0.0 to 9.9. I know that, but guys, 1 to 10 just rolls off the tongue a lot smoother and a lot easier. So I'm keeping it that way. And if you're gonna get all bent out of shape over that, again, I can't help you. You might want to think about getting some help though, for sure. Anyway, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.2, what does that mean? Well, an 8.2 would be a great score on the scale rating. It would equate to 4 out of 5 stars. And it would equate to an A- letter grade. It's down toward the bottom of the A-, but it's still an A-, not a B+. So, yeah, I mean, there you go. 8.2, great, 4 stars, A-. Take your pick out of those and make it work for you. Now, how did I get to that score? So glad you asked. This was interesting. In a good way, in a lot of good ways. I saw a side of Chris Cornell that I don't think I've ever seen before. I've seen him sing with heart. I've seen him sing with emotion. In particular, that cover of One he did, where he took Metallica's One and blended it with U2's One. That was brilliant, by the way. One of the best covers and interpretations I've ever seen. No, but I saw a soulful side of him. I saw a bluesy side of him. The Troubadour, I'm sorry, that was the wrong venue for this song. He needed to be in a smoke-filled club somewhere 1920s Chicago, in a bluesy bar with, you know, dimly blue-hued lights on the stage. A little white backlighting maybe, get a little silhouette going. Him and the piano player singing it out while everybody is sitting around drinking their gin martinis and just losing themselves in the music, man. Oh, I could absolutely see that. This song had amazing feel. And here's the thing. He said at the beginning of the song, this is the way the song was meant to be recorded. Now, I don't know what was done for the recording. I don't know if there was a full-blown band. I don't know if it was him and a guitar. I don't know if it was him with a folk band or with Soundgarden or, you know, a full-blown symphony orchestra for all I care. It does not matter. This is the way it needs to be. Period. This song needs vocals and it needs piano. I'll tell you how serious I am about that. In my head, I was picturing, what if they added an upright bass? What if they added just someone just playing the upright bass, nice, you know, something like that, just nice, just blues style. Nope, too much. This song needs to be stripped down to its bare essentials. Piano, perfect. I was trying to also imagine in my head, what if it was like an acoustic guitar? Not even Chris playing it. What if there was an actual guitar player, not Chris, a separate guitar player playing an acoustic? It wouldn't have worked. We needed that bluesy piano style of playing to fit this. Really nice across the board. Big shout out to that piano player who clearly understands blues piano. Without question, that honky-tonk piano blues style. Man, he got it. He absolutely got it. My only complaint about the piano playing, it was too clean. I kind of wish, I know this is gonna sound weird coming out of my mouth. I kind of wish the piano had been just ever so slightly out of tune with itself. I think that would have added a real charm to this song. But it sounded fine. But I'm just trying to imagine, what if it had been just slightly out of tune to give it that honky-tonk feel? Man, oh, God, it would have been great. Chris Cornell's vocal delivery on this, outstanding. Great job across the board. There wasn't a single thing that he sang that did not sound good. Everything sounded great from him. My only complaint, and now I'm gonna be honest with you folks, I was thinking about this. I kept wanting him to bring it back down to where he was at the beginning. I mean, he belted it. He hit that apex and he belted it, and that sounded great, and I loved it. We went to the piano break. He still stayed up there, and I was like, okay, that's fine. It would have been a good place to come down, but that's okay. He's still up there belting it. It's fine. And I kept waiting for him to bring it back down to where he started. We didn't get that. Now, did that affect the score? I thought about it, and I actually decided no, because what he did sounded great. If he had brought it down like I wanted him to do it, me personally, my own personal opinion, if he had brought it down the way I was really hoping for, I personally think it would have been better, but I'm basing that on opinion, not fact. So I gotta stay objective here. I thought about bringing the score down slightly because of that, but I can't, because that, like I said, subjective versus objective. So looking at this objectively, the 8.2 is exactly where it needs to be, and what he did vocally, in his mind, that's what he envisioned, that's what he wanted, and that's the way it needs to be, period. So yeah, I had no problem with this at all. Remember, I am getting a lot tougher on scores, and it's a lot harder to get up into the 7s. It's even harder to get up into the 8s, and like I said, getting up in the 9s now, it's not impossible, but it's extremely difficult. So getting an 8.2 now from me, that's it. Yeah, you definitely earned it without question. So yeah, I feel good about that score, man. 8.2. Let's sum it all up here. Let's wrap it all up. 8.2, great scale rating, 4 out of 5 stars, A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later, peace.